Hello guys, back with me Arifin. I'm a college student in English literature at a university. In this video guys, I'd like to tell you about my journey learning speaking for commercial purposes guys. Well guys, the materials in this subject or lecture are very enchanted. There are 7 lessons or chapters guys. The first one is about describing something or object and people. The second one is about someone's job. The third one is about, could you do me a favor? The fourth is about giving and replying compliments. The fifth is about apologizing. The sixth is about types of company and its organization. And the seventh is about secret ways to succeed in business and pronouncing the international brands. And without further ado, then let's review them. Well, guys, the first one is about describing something or object and people. In this chapter, I learned about words or expression to describe someone. Of course, we also find new vocabulary and some phrases in this chapter. This chapter is very useful if you work in a company or an institution like that. So it will be easier for us to describe someone we just met, even though we later forget their name actually. So the second one is about someone's job. In this chapter, I learned about a person's job and what they do with the job they have. There are many new vocabulary that we got in this lesson or chapter about professions and occupations, guys. This chapter is very useful if we want to be what we want. For example, if we want to be a teacher, we must know what work to do every day, like that. Okay. The third one is about, could you do me a favor? So in this chapter, I learned about how to order and request other people properly and correctly. So here we also learn about grammar in a request by using modals, if clauses, and gerunds. So this chapter is very useful when we work in a company where of course we also need help from each other. So from here we know how to order and request to others politely like that. Okay, the fourth is about giving and replying compliments. In this chapter, I learned about how to give compliments to others and reply compliments from others like that. We also learn about phrases in giving and replying compliments from less formal to the more formal phrases, guys. Okay? This chapter is very useful in everyday life. When our friends have a new car, we can give them compliments, and of course, this can make them happier, like that. So, the fifth is about apologizing. In this chapter, I learned about what situations we apologize for and how we respond to an apology, like that. So, we also learn phrases about apologizing and responding from less formal to the more formal. So, in addition, we also learn apologizing in working situation, guys. Okay, this chapter is very useful in everyday life. Of course, everyone makes mistakes, guys, and everyone needs to know what to do and say after making a mistake. And from this chapter, we won't act wrong when we have made a mistake, like that. Okay. The sixth is about types of company and its organization. In this chapter, I learned about the activities in a company, the CEO of a company, a person's position in a company, and the types of company, namely parent or holding company and a subsidiary as well. So this chapter is very useful when we serve in a company. We'll understand the position of a person and make us understand the running of a company with different position of a person. So the seventh is about secret ways to succeed in business and pronouncing the international brands. So in this chapter, I learned about the business that is suitable for us, and yes, how to manage a business, the factor in managing a business so that we can be successful. Okay, and we also learn how to pronounce international trademarks or brands. This chapter is very useful if we want to open a business in the future. So we can plan as well as possible with the knowledge we have learned before. So for my impression, this is a great lesson. By joining this lesson, we can add some new knowledge that's very important for our future, making us more updated with knowledge. Yes, with knowledge of English or English knowledge, which is not only related to general learning or grammar, but also related to IT, economics, and others. So English can keep us more up to date, guys. Like that, okay? That's all from me, guys. And I'm Arifin. Bye bye.